What if your extended family could fully support your cooperative co-parenting efforts instead of bringing up all conflicts? By the end of this episode, you'll understand how keeping your family informed and involved in your co-parenting journey can transform their support and eliminate all grievances, creating a harmonious environment for everyone. Welcome back to the Positively Inspired CoParenting podcast. Each week, we explore a single topic divided into 2 episodes to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of various aspects of co-parenting. This is part 2 of our series on educating relatives on co-parenting dynamics, guiding extended family on their roles and boundaries. If you haven't had a chance to listen to part 1, we encourage you to go back and do so to ensure you are not missing any important information. Today, we'll dive deeper into the topic by sharing 2 new stories that highlight the importance of ongoing communication and involvement with extended family in your co-parenting journey. Right now is a great time to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell so you don't miss any episodes. The purpose of these stories is to illustrate scenarios that are relevant to your co-parenting journey. Some stories will be real-life scenarios of myself or people we've worked with. And there will also be stories that are fictional, that are relatable to the lives of all of us on a co-parenting journey. Emma and Jake were once a married couple. Now they navigate the world as cooperative co-parents. Their journey wasn't easy, but through dedicated efforts, they found a way to move past their differences for the sake of their children. Emma and Jake had faced numerous challenges during their marriage, including conflicting schedules and differing parenting styles. Despite the initial tension and resentment following the divorce, they both realized that their primary focus was to be the well-being of their 2 children, Lily and Max. Through countless conversations, a few very specific therapy sessions, along with trial and error strategies, Emma and Jake gradually were able to build their brand new cooperative co-parenting relationship on a foundation of mutual respect and a shared commitment to their children's happiness. As the holiday season approached, Emma and Jake realized the importance of involving their extended families in their new co-parenting dynamic to avoid misunderstandings and foster a supportive environment. They decided to start sending out a monthly newsletter. This newsletter would include updates on their co-parenting schedule, such as visitation times and special events, and highlight their children's milestones. Emma and Jake wanted to ensure that all family members felt involved and appreciated, and to minimize any potential for old conflicts to resurface during the holidays. Emma and Jake carefully planned the content of their monthly newsletter to keep their extended family informed and engaged. They included specific details about their children's achievements, upcoming events, and any changes in their co-parenting schedule. They wrote in a warm and engaging tone, adding personal anecdotes and photos to make the newsletter more relatable. The goal was to foster a sense of inclusion and transparency among their relatives, reinforcing the new positive dynamic they were building as co-parents. When the first newsletter was sent out, Emma and Jake were a bit anxious about the responses. They wondered if their extended families would see the value in their efforts or if the old resentments would surface. However, to their delight, the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. Family members appreciated the effort and felt more connected to their children's lives. Emma's mother, who lived in another state, mentioned how the photos and stories made her feel like she was a part of Lily and Max's daily adventures. Jake's brother, who had always felt a bit distant after the divorce, expressed gratitude for being kept in the loop and even offered to help with some upcoming school events. Relatives who had previously felt left out were now better informed and able to offer support in meaningful ways. Whether it was attending a school play or simply sending a congratulatory message for a recent achievement, the newsletter not only bridged the physical distance, but also helped heal emotional gaps, fostering a stronger, more supportive family network. Initially, some family members had questions or concerns about the new communication method. Emma's cousins, for instance, was curious about how the visitation schedule changes would affect family gatherings. Jake's aunt was worried that the updates might not capture all the important moments. Emma and Jake addressed these concerns promptly through follow-up emails and phone calls, ensuring everyone felt heard and respected. They explained the purpose of the newsletter and reassured their relatives that it was a supplement to, not a replacement for, direct communication. Emma even had a few video calls with her parents to show them how they could use the newsletter as a starting point for more in-depth conversations with the children. Jake sent personalized messages to his siblings, asking for feedback and suggestions on what additional content would be finding helpful. Over time, the family members adjusted to this new form of communication and started looking forward to the monthly updates. They appreciated the consistent and thoughtful effort Emma and Jake put into keeping them informed, and the newsletter became a much anticipated highlight, bringing the family closer together. The ongoing communication through the newsletters helped prevent misunderstandings and kept everyone on the same page. The extended family support grew stronger. The family gatherings became more harmonious and enjoyable for everyone, especially the children. At the next holiday gathering, the difference was noticeable. Relatives who had previously been distant or critical were now engaged and supportive. Emma's father, who had once voiced concerns about the co-parenting agreement, complimented their efforts and brought gifts that reflected the children's recent interests, thanks to the updates he received. Jake's sister, who lived out of town, felt more connected and made a special trip to attend Lily's soccer game, cheering from the sidelines and showing her support. The children, Lily and Max, noticed the change too. They felt more surrounded by love and understanding, which boosted their confidence and happiness. Family gatherings became a time for celebration rather than tension, filled with laughter, shared stories, and genuine connection. Emma and Jake's efforts to keep everyone informed through their newsletters had turned their extended family into a cohesive and loving support system, making each gathering a joyous occasion for everyone involved. Emma and Jake's proactive approach to ongoing communication with their extended family members ensured that their co-parenting dynamic remained positive and supportive. By keeping everyone informed and involved, they created a harmonious environment where their children could thrive. Lily and Max not only felt the love and support from their parents, but also from their extended family, which boosted their confidence and happiness. The consistent effort to foster inclusion and transparency turned family gatherings into joyous celebrations, filled with laughter, shared stories, and genuine connections. Emma and Jake's strategy of maintaining clear and open communication through their newsletters transformed their extended family into a cohesive and loving support system, demonstrating that with dedication and thoughtful planning, a new and positive family dynamic can be built for the benefit of everyone involved.
Mike and Sarah, like Emma and Jake, were also divorced, but had not communicated their co-parenting efforts to their extended families. This oversight set the stage for ongoing challenges. Mike, a financial analyst, and Sarah, a nurse, had successfully built a new cooperative co-parenting relationship, focusing on the well-being of their two children, Ethan and Olivia. They had developed a clear and effective co-parenting strategy, working together to ensure their children's needs were met. However, unlike Emma and Jake, they failed to keep their extended families informed about their new dynamic. This lack of communication with their relatives led to confusion and tension, particularly during family gatherings, where old misunderstandings and grievances resurfaced, disrupting the harmony they worked so hard to achieve. Mike and Sarah failed to keep their extended families updated on their co-parenting arrangements, leading to confusion and conflicts during family events. Now, this specific incident occurred during a family birthday party for their son Ethan. The party was intended to be a joyful celebration, but the lack of communication about the new co-parenting dynamic quickly became evident. Mike's parents were unaware of the recent changes in the visitation schedule and were surprised to see Sarah hosting the event. They still harbored old grievances from the divorce and were not prepared for the cooperative atmosphere that Mike and Sarah were trying to create. Similarly, Sarah's relatives, who had received no updates on how well Mike had been contributing to the children's lives, were skeptical of his involvement and questioned his presence at the party. This atmosphere grew tense as both sides of the family struggled to understand and accept the new co-parenting relationship, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts that overshadowed the celebration. Mike and Sarah did not have a system in place to regularly update their extended families. While they had successfully established a cooperative co-parenting strategy between themselves, they overlooked the importance of involving their relatives in this new dynamic. Important changes in their co-parenting schedule, such as adjusted visitation times and shared responsibilities, were not communicated. Additionally, milestones in Ethan and Olivia's lives, like Ethan's achievements in school and Olivia's participation in a dance recital, went unshared. Mike's parents felt sidelined and uninformed about their grandchildren's lives, leading them to question Sarah's decisions. On the other hand, Sarah's siblings, unaware of Mike's consistent involvement, continued to view him as an absentee father. This lack of communication fostered an environment of distrust and unresolved tension, setting the stage for conflict whenever the families came together. This event, meant to be a celebration, quickly turned into a battleground of unresolved issues and misunderstandings. Mike's parents, feeling blindsided by the changes they weren't informed about, confronted Sarah about her hosting the party and questioned her decisions regarding Ethan and Olivia's upbringing. Sarah's siblings, still holding on to the belief that Mike was not contributing enough, made snide remarks about his presence and involvement. The tension escalated as old grievances resurfaced and the room filled with heated discussions and pointed accusations. Ethan and Olivia, who had been excited about their birthday party, soon found themselves in the middle of chaos. They were visibly distressed by the arguments and mixed messages from their relatives. Ethan, who was supposed to be the center of attention, felt overshadowed by the conflicts around him and retreated to a corner, trying to escape the tension. Olivia, confused and upset by the adults' behavior, clung to Sarah, seeking comfort in a situation that was supposed to be joyful. The children found it hard to enjoy the party as the atmosphere grew increasingly hostile. Instead of celebrating with the loved ones, they were witnesses to the unresolved conflicts and misunderstandings that plagued their extended family. The joyous occasion was overshadowed by the lack of communication and lingering resentments, making it a day of emotional turmoil rather than celebration. The lack of clear communication and regular updates led to ongoing conflicts and stress for both the parents and the children. As the family event drew to a close, the tension remained high, with many relatives leaving the party feeling more frustrated and alienated than when they had arrived. The birthday celebration, which should have been a joyful occasion, ended on a sour note, with Ethan and Olivia feeling the brunt of the unresolved issues. Mike and Sarah, exhausted and disheartened, reflected on the day's events. They realized too late the importance of sharing their co-parenting framework with their extended families. And the absence of old communication had allowed old grievances to fester, and the lack of understanding about their new co-parenting dynamic had only exacerbated the situation. They saw firsthand the negative impact this had on their children, who had been caught in the crossfire of adult conflicts. Mike and Sarah's experience underscored the crucial importance of keeping extended family members informed about co-parenting arrangements. The lack of communication led to old conflicts and misunderstandings, resurfacing, disrupting family harmony, and negatively affecting Ethan and Olivia's well-being. This painful lesson highlighted how essential it is to include the broader family in their co-parenting journey to foster a supportive environment. By seeing firsthand the emotional toll on their children, Mike and Sarah realized that maintaining open lines of communication with their relatives was not just beneficial, but necessary for the happiness and stability of their family. Their story serves as a strong reminder that even the most well-intentioned co-parenting efforts can falter without the involvement and understanding of the extended family. In today's episode, we've explored two different stories that highlight the significant impact of communication, or the lack thereof, with extended family members in co-parenting dynamics. On one hand, we had Emma and Jake, who proactively involved their extended families through consistent and thoughtful communication. Their approach transformed family gatherings into joyous and supportive occasions, fostering a harmonious environment for their children. On the other hand, Mike and Sarah, despite having a strong co-parenting strategy between themselves, neglected to keep their extended families informed. This oversight led to misunderstandings and conflicts, turning a family celebration into a battleground of unresolved issues, ultimately affecting their children's well-being.
Let's go over the important points learned. Number 1, the importance of regular updates. Emma and Jake's story demonstrates the power of regular updates to extended family members. By keeping everyone informed about co-parenting schedules, children's milestones, and upcoming events, they prevented misunderstandings and created a supportive network around their children. So, here's a tip. Establish a system for regular communication, such as a monthly newsletter or group chat, to keep your extended family in the loop. Include updates on your co-parenting arrangements, children achievements, and important dates. Number 2, proactive communication. The proactive approach of Emma and Jake fostered a sense of inclusion and transparency, which helped to heal old wounds and build a stronger supportive family dynamic. Here's the tip. Engage your extended family in open conversations about your co-parenting journey. Share your successes, challenges, and the positive impact of your co-parenting efforts on the children. Number 3, addressing concerns promptly. Emma and Jake addressed their family members' concerns promptly through follow-up, emails, and phone calls, ensuring everyone felt heard and respected. This helped to build trust and acceptance of their new co-parenting dynamic. Here's the tip. Be open to questions and concerns from your extended family. Address them with patience and clarity, and provide reassurance that your co-parenting efforts are focused on the well-being of your children. Number 4, avoid the pitfalls of poor communication. Mike and Sarah's story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of poor communication with extended family members. Their lack of updates and involvement led to confusion, tension, and a negative impact on their children. Tip: recognize the importance of including your extended family in your co-parenting plans. Even if your co-parenting relationship is strong, failing to communicate with relatives can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts that undermine your efforts. Number 5, creating a positive environment. Both stories illustrate that creating a positive environment for your children involves not just the immediate co-parenting relationship, but also the broader family network. A supportive extended family can significantly enhance your children's sense of security and happiness. Here's the tip. Work together with your co-parent to develop a comprehensive communication strategy that includes regular updates and proactive engagement with your extended family. This will help to build a cohesive and loving supporting system for your children.
In today's episode, we've explored the crucial role that clear communication and proactive involvement of extended family members play in the success of co-parenting dynamics. Through the contrasting stories of Emma and Jake's continuous harmony and Mike and Sarah's ongoing challenges, we've seen how these elements can either enhance or hinder the family environment. Emma and Jake's journey illustrate the positive impact of keeping extended family members informed and engaged. Their monthly newsletters not only kept everyone on the same page, but also fostered a sense of inclusion and support. As a result, family gatherings became occasions for joy and connection, reinforcing the loving and stable environment they were building for their children. On the flip side, Mike and Sarah's experience serves as a cautionary tale. Despite their strong co-parenting relationship, their failure to communicate with their extended families led to misunderstandings and conflicts, turning what should have been happy occasions into battlegrounds of unresolved issues. This lack of communication highlighted the importance of including extended family members in the co-parenting journey to avoid emotional turmoil and create a supportive network. These stories underscore that successful co-parenting extends beyond the immediate relationship between ex-partners. It requires a comprehensive approach that includes educating and involving extended family members to create a cohesive and supportive environment for the children. By maintaining open lines of communication, addressing concerns promptly, and fostering a sense of inclusion, co-parents can transform potentially tense situations into opportunities for bonding and growth. If you've found yourself in similar situations, remember that taking proactive steps to communicate with your extended family can make a significant difference. Reflect on your own co-parenting dynamics and consider how improving communication with your relatives can prevent misunderstandings, reduce tension, and create a more supportive environment for your children. Your efforts to keep everyone informed and involved can transform family interactions, ensuring that your children feel loved and supported by both their immediate and extended family. We know your time is valuable, and we know there are many choices. So we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for deciding to spend your time with us. We will continue sharing co-parenting insights and strategies with you so you can all live more fulfilled and mindful lives together. If you'd like to learn more about positive co-parenting and bring all these benefits into your life, subscribe to this podcast for even more tips to improve your co-parenting relationship. You will find our blog on our website at www.getpositivelyinspired.com/blog. Thank you for joining us today. We encourage you to apply these lessons in your own co-parenting journey. Don't forget to tune in next Monday for our next episode on financial management and co-parenting. Thank you for listening to Positively Inspired Co-Parenting. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, remember that clear communication and thoughtful preparation can transform your co-parenting journey. See you on Thursday. Live on purpose. And remember, let's be positively inspired